Megan is probably one of the smartest, most talented, hardest working students I have ever taught. I think the next closest was actually a cousin of hers that I taught at South Terrebonne. It's in the genes, apparently. They're just brilliant, hardworking, conscientious, kind, wonderful people.
Well, I mean, as far as school goes, I like to joke that I've been at HL longer than most teachers. I've been here literally my whole life. My mom's been teaching since before I was born. So like I remember when I was a kid, I used to run the halls during summer whenever she was coming to set up or take down her room. So I've always been in school very actively. My mom's a teacher. She went to college, but my dad didn't. He didn't finish elementary school. So out of my family, my mom is the only one who has a college degree. My brother only recently started going to college after a very long gap in between high school and college. And so I will be, depending on when he, graduates college, I will be the third or the second person to get like a college degree in my family. Like education has always been very important to us. I've always been driven by my parents and my surrounding family too, to just learn as much as I can. I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob as a kid. I had to watch Dora and Little Einsteins.
The sky's the limit with Megan. The only limitation she may have is herself.
Well, I'm planning to attend LSU. Planning to study classical civilizations, actually. I would love to become a doctor of classical studies. I have to go out of state. So after LSU, I am planning to go out of state for a little bit, plan to return.
She is one that does a lot of extracurricular, and she'll audition, and she just had her second year in all-state choir, and just the time we spent together in preparing her for auditions. And last year it was all virtual, and I felt so bad. I think last year I had COVID and I was out, and so here she is preparing it for herself and calling me, having her mom call me and say, hey, I sent you an audition, can you listen to it? And I'm just, in a room in the dark just listening. Okay, that sounds great. I said, but there's one thing here, can you try and fix this? And she's just sending more auditions.
It doesn't really matter to me where I work. I just want to be surrounded by history and by learning and tolerance towards education and new viewpoints. Maybe a professor. I would not mind being a professor. Would love to work in a museum. I would even love working in a library. I just need to be surrounded by history of some sort. Part of me really wants to go out and just explore, not just the country, but the world, and just learn and absorb so much new information. And then one side of me that is from the Theriot side, down the bayou, wants to just retire, sit on my front porch with a cup of coffee, and read and learn and write from the comfort of my home.
My husband has made me a better teacher. He's made me more of a compassionate teacher. He taught me to listen more and react less. It was my husband that pretty much taught me the heart, because everyone loved him on campus. Everyone knew him. People still talk about him when we shared a campus, and now, he's no longer with us. He's in another campus, loving his job and really finding his place.
You're gonna have Miss Melancon next year. You gotta get ready, you gotta prepare for it. So immediately I kind of was like, what's gonna happen to me? I was scared. Even my mom had told me she's a very tough teacher, like you're gonna have to get your work done, you can't slack off. It was definitely fear at first, but it just definitely transformed into a subtle admiration. Man, she's just so down to earth and so funny, and she's so willing to laugh at a mistake, and not laugh at you, but to laugh with you and help you brush it off your shoulder. She won't just sit back and let you do something wrong. She will come up and say, this was incorrect, but let me show you how to fix it. Let me help you improve. And out of pretty much every teacher, besides my mother, that I've ever had, She has been the one who has been with me. Pretty much everything that I've done outside, even outside of just her class, she's been there to encourage me and to help me and to just keep me going.